Okie doke. So for this project, I was inspired by a video that I saw by Petra. And so we're going to make sort of a Provence inspired trinket tray, although mine is going to be on a bit smaller basis because this is, you know, the mold I have. And this is pretty much the basic trinket tray that, you know, everybody has. So what I'm going to do is I have 1 ounce, 30 ml of my Let's Resin Fast Cure resin in here that I am letting sort of relax and get comfortable in the cup. Sort of try to get some of the bubbles out, although it's not going to matter in a minute because we are going to fill the edge, the rim, with herbes de Provence. That's right. Herbs. So here's my ounce of resin. That's going to go around the edge, and this is a cup of oibage. So I'm going to add this to the resin. We're going to start stirring that up, let it get all moist. I might, you know, I mean, it's going to look sort of spooky because they're herbs, people. And yeah, we're just going to let those kind of sit in there for a second and get all comfy. Herby. And of course I'm not going to torch in there or anything because, you know, hey, herbs. I really don't want to light my house on fire. That would be a bad thing. So I have this in a little pepper cup so I can squish it and make it easier to pour. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go around as carefully as I can. Chunky. And of course I can always go and do a bit of a cleanup, which obviously I'm going to have to do. Never said that I was the cleanest of grafters. So here we go. Just going around the outside. Round the outside, round the outside. All right. And just sort of smoosh it into the edge. Try to poke it in. And I don't want it to travel too far onto the tray, but if it does a little bit, I'm okay with that, you know? Just like Claire from Claire's Crafty Corner says, it's made with love, not perfection. If it were perfect, then it would be boring. Isn't that right? So that's basically what's going on here. I've got a little bit, not much, left in there. See? So I'm going to let this set up so it doesn't mix in with the rest of my design. And we will be back when this sets up. Woo! Okay, we are set up enough around the border that I can do the rest of it. So what we have, excuse my arm, are some little leaves. Aren't they cute? And we have some dried lavender. So what I want to do is first test my length. All right, so that'll be good. Now the bigger leaves, which ones? I have 4 here that I'm gonna use, and these are going to be the outside pieces. Now in the meantime, I have mixed up 3 ounces of my OG Let's Resin epoxy resin, and I'm just letting that sort of debubble and stuff. So I'm going to put down, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour just a tiny bit of clear on here and sort of use my incredibly precise and expensive persuasion tool to sort of scooch all of this around, just to give my stuff something to stick to and to hopefully mitigate some of the bubbles that might want to rear their ugly little heads. Actually, you know, bubbles, I don't mind bubbles so much. It all depends on what you're doing with it, you know, what your project is. So I'm just going to spray that with a little 91% isopropyl. And then I am going to place my little leaves in like so. Actually, those are the big leaves. So, and then I'm going to put my smaller leaves in thusly. Oops, sorry. This is when my headphones falling. My headphones that failed me miserably with my microphone, so they could just stay on the floor. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to put one of my little lavenders there in the middle, one of them here on the side, and then one here on the other side. Yeah, digging it. Okay, so now that those are in, I am going to pray and then cover them in resin. So I'm going to pick one spot. I'm not very ambidextrous doing this, but to avoid blocking the camera, I will pour from this side. So I'm just going to start very slowly pouring in my resin. And try to get everybody all nice and sticky. And yes, I know that they are kind of moving around, but that's okay. This layer is pretty much just to get everything stuck in its little house, in its new home. And then the next layer will cover the whole thing. Or as the cool kids call it, the backing layer. So just gonna get the rest of what is in my cup out of my cup and just try to get everybody all nice and liquidy. Look at that. What do you guys think so far? I think it actually looks kind of cool. I'm digging it. And the reason why I don't want to pour the whole thing all at once is because if anything decides it wants to wiggle around, I want to be able to fix it easily. So that's looking good. If you can hear somebody in the background, that's Captain Critter. He's currently battling the video game that he has been trying to beat one level of for many, many hours today. So he's having a good time. Oh, bless his heart. He's just so frustrated at this point. He's watched YouTube tutorials on how to beat this level, and he just can't seem to do it, and it's just a big mess. So, at any rate, we're just going to let this set up a little bit more before we put on our top coat or final coat or next coat or whatever you want to call it. And I will see you guys back, when it's time. See you soon. Right. So, our last layer has cured enough for me to put on our top coat. So I have got 2 ounces. Hopefully that'll be enough. Might be a little too much. You never know. It's all a crapshoot. And for the color that I'm putting on there, I debated on doing clear, and then I was like, no. Oh, I see an elusive bubble. Boop, 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 boop. Go away, bubble. Okay. I missed that one. Stealthy little bugger. The color that I decided to go with is one that I actually made. I mixed it up from several different colors, and it's Captain Critter named it Misty Morning. So that's what I'm using, and look at this color. It's got purples and a little bit of red and some gold and some interference. That is not gonna come across on camera as gorgeous as it is in person. I am just so happy with it. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Again, I made this with some 60 mil, sorry, 60 mil, 2 ounces of my OG Let's Resin epoxy resin. So yeah, we're just gonna pour this on here and hope it's enough. And if it's not, we'll make up some more. How's that sound? Sounds like a good plan to me. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna start in the middle and just let it kind of do its thing. Let it go where it wants. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is a seriously pretty color. Oh, Careful not to go over the side of my mold. Crinkling in the background would be Captain Critter going after his Haribo gummy peaches. And oh, it looks like it's just enough, and I'm not going to go over the edge. And of course, if there's a couple of little doodle bugs sticking out of the bottom, that's, you know, sanding. Or trim it off with something. Pardon my hand. I got to scrape this out, and I have got to do it with my right hand. I cannot do it with my left. I am not ambidextrous in the least. So here we go. And by the way, I do have a discount code for less resin. It's down in the description box. You know, gives you a discount. Who doesn't like a good discount, right? So coupon code is down there, link is down there, all that fun and exciting stuff. Just making sure that I've got everybody all covered as much as I can. And then gonna go over it with my little creme brulee torch and try to get some of those bubbles. Don't torch too close to your mold. You don't want to fuse it. Can you see that sparkle? I don't think you can see that sparkle. That is some serious sparkle. I mean, seriously. Holy cow. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna make some noise and getting you guys off the tripod and bring you down so you can see that sparkle. I really wish you could just be here to see the amazingness that is the sparkle. Look at that. Holy bad word. Oh, really is beautiful. But anyway, we are going to let this do its thing, and I will bring you back for the demold. See you soon. Right, it is time to demold. So, I'm keen to see, oh, hello. Keen to see what's doing here. It has been on the heat mat because, to be fair, it is about 29 degrees outside and it isn't much. Oh, that sound. It isn't much warmer out inside. So, ooh. This part's still, it is still a little bit bendy. Bendy, ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Take it out carefully. All right, it's out. Flip the mold back into shape. I'm nervous. Color shifty. Okay, are we ready? Hang on a minute. Let's zoom out just a little bit. Why am I getting such a shadow on there? Weird. Is that any better? All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gravy boat on toast. That is, yeah, look at that. What? What? Oh, that is so pretty. Holy Moses. Look at that. Look at that. The border with the herbs de Provence. and the lavender and the, oh, flippity flip, 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 flip. I'm epically pleased. Epically pleased. That background color, holy yeah. So squee. Well, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Hopefully you like it. If you do, you know what to do. Where all the buttons and bells and whistles are. Thanks so much. See you next time. Take care. Cheers.